Alright, welcome to this video. This video is for drafting 6D Intro to Architecture taught by Dr. Sean Carney. This first video is going to discuss what is involved in the civil drawing, which we will be using for the course project. If we look at the various layers that are involved, I'm going to go through step by step of what each layer represents, so that you can become more familiarized with a civil drawing. This is a basic, very basic civil drawing. So if we look at the blue lines represent property lines. A property line is the line that dictates or determines the limits of where or the parcel that somebody owns. Okay. Other lines that are involved in a civil drawing are as follows. We have these series of lines which denote the back of sidewalk, the curb line, and the gutter line. Okay. This hatch here, this hatch type, determines or dictates where concrete will be existing. So this is at the front of each lot. If we look at different types of utilities, here we are. This symbol right here is known as a street light. This symbol right here, this circle, is known as a sanitary sewer cleanout. This structure right here is known to be a water meter. So if this is a water meter, therefore this is a domestic water lateral. If this is a sewer cleanout, this is a sanitary sewer lateral. Lateral means coming from the main line to the property. Any lines that you see that are cyan are going to be sanitary sewer for this drawing. Any lines that are green are going to be domestic water for this drawing. Other symbols that you may see are these large circles. Large circles represent manholes, areas associated with each utility where somebody can physically climb into that structure. Also associated with the water lines are what we call water valves. Water valves allow maintenance people to maintain the specific utility by turning off a water valve. For example, if we needed to repair this line in some fashion down this street, we would turn off this specific water valve. Turning off water valves releases pressure, and then they can replace or repair the pipe. Other structures involved with the water main is what we call a fire hydrant. Fire hydrants are used for fire prevention. Alright, so additional lines we see a center line. That's the center line of the roadway. And we also see what we call handicap ramps. Ramps are used for disabled purposes so that if somebody comes down this sidewalk, they can then approach the street, cross the street, and come back onto the adjacent sidewalk. The last type of line that you will see in this drawing is this bold, thick line. This bold, thick line denotes where you can design your access for a driveway. This line has been inserted by Dr. Sean, which meets the guidelines provided by the City of Vacaville's engineering standards. And that is the civil drawing.